Hey guys, and today we'll be making Frankenstein Sun catcher. You will need 1 A4 sheet of black card, 1 A4 sheet of black paper, white paper, PVA glue, a glue spreader, a cup for your PVA, a documents wallet, or plastic acetate, green tissue paper, a ruler, some scissors, a pritt stick, and a pencil. If you're working with younger children, you might want to prepare the green tissue paper ready. So I've got 2 different colours of green tissue paper and I've cut them into rough squares and rectangles. If you are working with older children, you might want them to cut it up themselves, and that's less prep for you. And the only other prep that you need to do is to cut the plastic wallets. So for each child they'll need 1 plastic wallet, and you can cut around the edges so they become 2 separate sheets of plastic. If you are using acetate, then you don't have to worry about this prep, and acetate is actually probably better. I was just thinking of cutting costs by using plastic wallets. So now that the prep is out the way, we can move on to the lesson. So to start with, you'll want your sheet of A4 card, and on here grab your ruler and pencil so that you can draw a trapezium. The trapezium doesn't have to be a specific size, just follow the way that I draw mine. And let's be honest, Frankenstein, you'd never get 2 of him, so they're all going to look different, and that's the whole point in this. Just make sure that you leave a little bit of space on the outside of the trapezium so you can add his ears. I've done the bolts as his ears. Traditionally it's on his neck, but as I haven't got a neck for him, I've done it as his ears. If you want, you could draw ears and do his bolts lower down. Now it's time to add your border to your face. So you want to go about 1 inch thick with this, and draw 4 lines that are parallel to the 4 lines that you've already done for the outside of the face. If you have a look at the video, you'll see how I do that. Cut around the outside of your Frankenstein head. I know it's fiddly around the nuts and bolts bits, or ears if you've done them, but just try your best to cut it as neat as possible. Then to cut the middle section, you'll want to get a pencil to pierce a hole through. It is best to put a bit of blue tack underneath, but I don't have any blue tack, just so that you don't pierce your fingers. Stick your scissors into that hole that you've just made and cut up to the inner border. Time to give him some hair. So we're going to get our A4 sheet of paper, our black paper, and you're going to line up with the edge of the frame of the head that you've just made, and you're going to start drawing some zigzaggy lines in the frame so that you can see where his hair will sit. And before you take the Frankenstein head away, mark along the edges with a pencil where the frame sits. Then just join up those spikes to where you've just marked out. Cut along the line so you have a zigzaggy hairpiece. We can now attach the hair to the frame of the Frankenstein. Just to make it look a bit neater, you can flip the Frankenstein head over so that you can't see any pencil lines, and then glue the hairpiece along to the top of your frame of your Frankenstein. Once the hair is attached, you can flip the frame of the Frankenstein over, and then you're going to cover the whole entire back of the frame with Pritt stick. Get your sheet of acetate or your wallet and lay it nice and flat over where you've just glued. Cover your sheet of acetate or your wallet with PVA glue up to the lines of the Frankenstein that you can see through the clear plastic. Now you can use your Pritt stick to draw around to make 2 circles for the eyes. So you can draw the 2 circles and then draw a little dot in the middle for the eye and cut these out. I should have done this step before I applied the PVA glue onto the plastic, but I completely forgot. So if you can, do this step before putting PVA glue on like I just did. But anyway, once you've cut the eyes out, you want them to face down so that the dot in the middle, the pupil, is facing away from you. And with the scrap pieces of card that you have lying around, you can create a black trapezium shaped mouth. Stick this down onto the PVA glue as well. Now it's time to add the tissue paper to your Frankenstein, cover all the way up to the black border. If you want to, you can do what I did and use several tones of green. If not, you can stick to one. It's completely up to you. I just had these lying around from a Christmas project that I did, and I quite like having 2 different tones. When you're happy that you have enough tissue paper on your Frankenstein, you can go ahead and get your next sheet of plastic, whether it's a wallet or acetate. Get your next sheet of plastic, cover it with PVA glue, and then lay this on top of your Frankenstein so that your tissue paper is sandwiched between the 2 pieces of plastic. And finally, cut your plastic so that it's in line with the card of the Frankenstein head, and then it's ready to dry. Leave it to dry for a few hours, and then you can put it up against the window with some blue tack, and there you have it. You've got your own Frankenstein sun catcher for Halloween. If you like this video, then please click the like button and subscribe for more children's art lessons. See you next week for more Out with Miss Burford.